So, I wanted to do a quick video on two companies that I've learned about over a few years ago now. And I think I've learned over the years that if I keep thinking of companies that have done interesting new technologies, revolutionary technologies, and I keep thinking about them, keep talking about them, and years have passed, and it's still a good idea to me, that means they're really onto something. So it wasn't something I just learned about yesterday. It's like, okay, this guy's been in my head for a while. So there's two companies I want to talk about. I think they're both Massachusetts companies. Maybe they're both MIT stuff, from the MIT world. But the first one is Ployjoule, and I forget who told me about them. I don't know if I saw a video or if Mr. Hickerson told me. Dr. Hickerson told me about this company. This company is amazing. I just emailed them because I wanted to make sure I understand this, because their batteries are made out of polymers, even like the electrode and anode. So the whole idea is you don't need rare earths or lithium, and there's a lot of benefits to that. And to me, this is really important. But backing up, the reason why I'm focusing on battery companies today is, to me, batteries are really important for energy storage, for the grid. If you're going to do a lot of solar, this is like the key to everything, in my opinion. You got to have batteries everywhere in order to do solar, because we can do solar on rooftops, we can do solar on the sides. I have a post about that, on the sides of buildings or overpasses or walls. So you can get a lot of solar energy throughout the day. And in California, some days we're getting tons of solar, like amazing amounts of solar, but we're not storing it. So we need more batteries. And the biggest problem right now is the lithium battery packs they use for grid storage catch on fire, like we saw up in Monterey. And that is a huge disaster, and not many people are talking about it. Only Jordan from Status Coup is the only guy reporting on it. It's way worse than we thought. It's polluting the farmland, and the people nearby are getting sick. It's horrible. I don't know. I don't know if we can use lithium batteries for storage. They're just a little too sketchy. So these solutions I'm talking about today, hopefully they don't have that problem with catching on fire, and they're a lot safer. Also, you don't need to rely on lithium, because mining lithium is not that easy, because you have to get it from other parts of the world most of the time. And if you don't need to use rare earths, it's even better. So simpler battery technology is actually the best, in my opinion, for energy storage, for grid storage, because less fires, less dependence on chemicals from around the world. Simple's better, right? And then these batteries might perform a little differently, and a lot of times I think they're just bigger than lithium batteries, lithium battery packs, I'll call them. But it doesn't really matter for grid storage. Like, I think space is not as important. If it satisfies, your safety requirements and does the job, who cares if the batteries are a little bigger or a little heavier, right? They're just going to sit on the ground somewhere. And I'm sure over time they'll get better at making smaller ones anyway. So we have Ployjoule, and they're interesting because the whole thing's made of polymers. So this is mind-blowing. No sodium, no lithium, just creating the battery cell out of polymers. No fires, no risks. Our batteries contain patented conductive polymer technology, eliminates thermal runaway risk, is non-toxic, fully recyclable, and free of rare earth metals. I mean, that sounds like the Holy Grail. So good job. I say, California, start using this. PG&E, SoCal Edison, get these things ASAP. Hopefully these can be used at homes too, right? The next one is actually, I think I heard about this company first. It's Form Energy. And I got so excited about this, I was trying to ask them if I could buy their batteries to start a battery business. They didn't respond to me. But theirs are iron air. So instead of using polymers, they just use rust and metallic iron. Very simple. There's plenty of iron everywhere. Like, I think I find it in the desert when I go hiking, right? It's a pretty common element. And so it uses air and iron to do the little battery cycle. Again, I don't know. I don't think they use. They might have to use some rare earth or some fancy materials for some of the components, but again, I think you're not going to have the fire problem, and you're not going to have the issue of sourcing difficult minerals. So again, for grid scale, even maybe home use, these batteries are pretty amazing. I'm wondering if they're taking off, because I haven't heard much news about them in the past couple of years, but considering this Monterey fire, I think the energy companies in America, they really need to start partnering with these guys and getting their technology used, because this is the little key thing we need to insert into our national grid to make like fast. We need a lot of batteries, and we need to deploy this quickly so we can start storing electrical energy, solar energy and wind energy. I think if we can get to the point where we're storing tons of solar energy throughout the day, and we can start running a lot of power at night off batteries, that's when we've done it. That's like the finish line. Like we've achieved going clean and green in a sense. California, though, I do videos all the time where it's like we get a lot of sun some days, but we're not storing it. But then on other days, we get a lot of sun, but everyone's running air conditioning, and so we still are burning natural gas. So we still need more solar, actually. But we also just need more battery. And I'm kind of thinking like, okay, if we have all the batteries in place on those transition weeks where we go from being like cool and not needing AC, at least we'll have some power in reserve in batteries when on the hot days. Of course, they'll run out at some point, but that's better than where we're at now. So I'm really interested in getting these new battery technologies deployed as soon as possible. I don't know if people are doing this. I don't know if people are talking about it. I just hope that that's a thing. Maybe by making this video, I can help push this along. And then hopefully other countries can learn about, like, hey, maybe you can purchase your batteries from these companies and start using this for energy storage. These companies might be the winners in the end, right? By not going lithium. So please share and let other people know about this.